Hello everyone, it's Petrina and Ronald.
Ronald.
Welcome to our Wednesday wellness section on Planet Wellness. If you're watching live, please say hello in the comments below. And if you're watching on the replay, please type in hashtag replay. So while waiting for the others to arrive, we are, as usual, back in our kitchen because it's quite cold outside, being autumn winter here in London where we are. And I hope you're keeping warm and healthy wherever you are as well. So I'll let Ronald make a start on what we're going to be sharing this week. Ronald?
Yes, I'm going to actually give you something today that is actually going to warm you up in the coldest weather. And a lot of what I'm going to explain to you is that this particular fruit, if you like, or vegetable, if you like, is a very underestimated item in most kitchens in the UK scene. And I'll tell you what it is. It's chili. So some people spell it CHILLI, but I think the correct spelling is CHILI. So I'm going to show you, I've got about 6 different chili plants, and I'm going to show you one we've bought in from the glass house. And this one's is a long red chili. Have a look at it.
Okay, just hold on.
I'll just show you first. Right,
There you go.
Beautiful,
so
healthy,
this is
isn't it?
long. Can you see the chilies
Can you
there?
see the chili? So you got green chili.
Yeah, the green chili.
The green chili,
Oops,
which
there
got a
you
bit will
go.
turn red.
Yeah.
And then you got the red chili. Okay.
Well, it's a bit orangey, but it's turning red.
It's turning red.
Yeah.
So it is here. See,
And
can you
this
see it?
one at the bottom.
At the bottom,
Yeah,
red.
that's
See it like
quite
that?
red as well.
See that? Look at the colour. See red.
Yep.
Now, why is this chili so incredibly important? Now, a lot of UK people, I've noticed, they don't like chili because they say it's too hot. But the benefits far outweigh the heat you get from chili, right? Now, what I'm going to suggest to you, I'm going to give you the benefits in a minute, but what I suggest you do is that if you can't take the heat from chili, one of the best ways is to cut the end with the stem of the chili, cut the chili in half, and then take a small knife and take out all the seeds. Because the seeds are very, very hot, right? But the skin of the actual chili, which contains the chili, like the casing, is also hot, but not as hot as the seeds of the chili. Now, what you can do is to get your palate used to it, you just take a little bit of chili at a time, maybe a centimetre, build up till you get the whole chili, and then eventually introduce the seeds back. Now, if you can put the whole chili in, the benefits are thus. Number one, chili is incredibly important for your heart. Now, your heart needs potassium, riboflavin, and niacin. These are the B complex vitamins, or part of the B complex vitamins, and the riboflavin is very important for the heart pump, okay? And the niacin is very good for the blood. It helps to flush, give you good colour in the skin. Okay, that's riboflavin, niacin, and potassium. Potassium, like I said, very, very important for the heart. Now, the second thing, research has proven that when you regularly eat chili on a regular basis, like 1 chili a day, it helps you to fight all kinds of cancer. That's a big factor. Number 3, it is very effective against diabetes. If you've got diabetes and you want your pancreas to re-regulate itself, eat 1 or 2 chilies a day, and that will help you to get your blood sugar at the right level, and that will help your diabetes. A few more benefits. It's very good for your skin because it creates such a strong, rich blood. It gives you very good color for the skin, as you can see. I eat chili on a regular basis, so does Petrina, and we love it. We think it's great, right?
It was easy for us because we were brought up with chili when we were younger. So
correct.
if you're bringing up children,
Yes.
then introduce them to chili as much as a young age as you can, because
Yes.
their taste buds will actually get accustomed to it.
Yeah, and you probably started chili very young.
Yes,
didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Well, I was the same. I grew up in an area where my grandfather came from French extraction, and he loved chili, and he introduced me to chili at the age of 3.
Wow, that's young.
3. And I'll tell you, I took it, and I love, and I've always loved eating chili on a regular basis, especially when it gets cold, right?
Yeah.
Now, I tell you what, the fascinating thing about chili. People used to think, or doctors used to think, that the ulcers in the stomach were caused by worry, by people worrying. And that didn't make sense to a very bright Australian doctor. He was quite bright, this one. And what he did, he did a lot of investigation into the actual stomach of people who had ulcers, and he found out the ulcers were caused by a bacteria which looked like a helicopter blade. And so much so they called the bacteria helicopter bacteria, and it looked like a couple of wings like that, helicopters, right? So what I found is that when people come to see me with ulcers, I give them a bit of chili 2 or 3 times a day, and the chili is so efficient it kills the ulcer causing bacteria. Amazing, isn't it? So instead of taking pills and potions and all kinds of chemical stuff, just eat chili. If you've got an ulcer, eat chili. Now, what else is it good for? It's a fantastic digestant, right? If you're eating meat, fish, chicken, ham, or whatever you're eating, when you eat chili with it, it helps to digest that meat. And meat often takes 92 hours to digest. Chili can help you to digest in half that time or even less, right? Now, what else is it good for? It is very good for the brain, because when you get your blood rich with the chili fighting free radicals, you've got very strong antioxidants. When you eat chili on a regular basis, it helps your brain function. So your brain needs to be fed really good blood, clean, nutritious blood. And it needs to be fed potassium, niacin, riboflavin. And when you do that, your brain's sharp. You've got good memory. You can read things and remember. You can do a speech for 1 hour without having to take notes. It's very powerful stuff. There's many, many other benefits, but start with the long red chili.
Which is not so hot.
Which is not so hot. Now there's a Scotch bonnet, which is very hot. And then you've got the smaller green chili and the smaller red chili, very hot also. But I would recommend, if you haven't done chili before, start with the ones about that length. Have a look at the size.
Yep,
Let me just show you. Have a look at the size. Can you see the size?
Yeah, the long one.
It's quite a long one. It's the size of my finger. You can see that's the size you start with. That's the one I recommend to start with if you never had chili. Now, once you get used to it, don't be surprised if you can have 1 or 2 or 3 of these chilies per day. Now, I was always amazed by my uncle Henry. Henry fought with the Royal Air Force during the Second World War, and I don't know where he got the habit from, but when we'd go to his place for lunch or dinner, Henry would have 20 chilies, about as long as it's got 20 chilies, and he'd be eating his food, and every time he'd eat his food, he'd take a mouthful of chili. And it was hot. Like, I remember, hot as anything. I was 17 and I could see how hot it was. But he was eating it like there was no tomorrow. He was eating 20 chilies. Henry cracked it until 94. Wow. 94 years of age. He had a bad accident at the age of 50. He was semi-paralysed, but he still managed to work and still survived till 94. And I reckon that the chilies, I think he ate chili right the day he dropped. 20 chilies, as big as the ones I've seen. And he was chewing it like he was chewing a lolly. It was amazing. And I remember how healthy his skin was. He had very good hair, very good skin. And I think that's where I got I saw all these very wise old guys get the chili and eat it like my grandfather was and Henry was. My dad was the same. And as a result, I grew in love with chili, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, thank you very much, Ronald. And just as a caution as well for those of you who are not familiar with chili, if you're touching chili and you're cutting it, make sure you wash your hands before you touch anywhere, especially your eyes, because it's going to sting otherwise.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so just be careful of that, especially if you've got children. It's not going to be pleasant for them if they, get sort of like stung with the chili itself.
Yeah, it's very, very important. You're right. Very good point, because I forgot about it, because a few times I've been in the kitchen cutting the chili up, and I've forgotten to wash my hands, and I've gone like that.
Yeah.
And It's just like your high just go, but it goes after about 3-4 hours. But
Yes.
but it's very wise to wash your
Yeah,
hands
and,
after you
and
do it.
also and also after you've cut the chili, obviously wash your hands as well. Because I've done it as well, where I forgot to wash my hands after cutting, and if you leave it on your skin for too long, it stings as well. So it's quite unpleasant that way.
The remarkable thing about chili also, remarkable. I've seen people allergic to wheat, to cabbage, to things like white flour, right? Even peanuts, they're allergic to that. But I've seen very few people who are actually allergic to chili. So it's a good sign. It means it's a good product.
Okay, anyway, we've got Marielle watching here. Thank you for joining us, Marielle. I believe you love chili as well, because where you're from, where you brought up from. So that's good. So if you found this video useful, please tag your friends and also give us a heart, like, or care emoji. Just click on one of these icons so that we can help reach this video to more people. I hope you're also enjoying our daily posts on this page. We've been doing that for the last few weeks now, and we'll be continuing doing that. So do look out, do visit our page at least once a day to actually check out these various codes that we are sharing with you. And as usual, on Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing a personal live as well on this page. Saturday will be Sensational Saturday, that's the theme, and Sunday will be Success Sunday. So look out for me. I'm not too sure what time I'm going to do it yet, because weekends are a bit different timings every week. But look out for me. Otherwise, look out for the replay. Till then, have a great week and take care. Bye-bye.
Eat plenty of chili, keep healthy.